Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Degenerate Simulators podcast. I'm your host, Jordan, and we are joined by Daniel today.
Hey guys.
Um, Shockingly enough, guys, we had a winning day. 2-0. Nice little
I
clean
can't believe
sweep.
it.
I know this is historic. I honestly didn't think this was gonna happen again, but here we are. Just in case you guys missed our picks for Thursday's bets, um, Daniel gave us the glorious pick of Jets minus 1.5. They ended up winning 6-2, so no worries there. Um, I watched most of the first period of this game. I think I stopped when Winnipeg scored their second goal, and yeah, it was very clear to me that Boston was not going to win that game. Uh,
Told you. I
yeah,
told you.
and the Jets were there was no world the Jets were not going to cover the minus 1.5. But yeah, easy bet there. We put zero point 0.5 units on it. We take zero point 0.8 units in profit, so easy money there. And then we have our two bet teaser. The Lakers win by 38 points. So probably didn't need to tease this one up, but you know, I'll take what we can get. And then the same thing for the Timberwolves. They win by 25. So didn't need to tease them up either. But I'm glad we played it safe because you never know these days. But a little bit of a busier day for Friday. We have three picks coming out. Um, I, I I've abandoned all hope in recovering for the month of January because that's just not happening. So we're trying to set ourselves up for February at this point. But like I said, three picks, one from the NHL and two from the NBA, and I'm gonna give Daniel the floor to share his NHL pick first.
All right, guys. Coming in hot. Number one pick. We're taking Dallas minus 1.5 versus Vancouver. Now, they are playing this game at home. They are on a 3-win streak. The Dallas Stars are hot right now. All right. Um, they got a lot of depth on their team. Something that I can't necessarily say for the Canucks. They've got like three good players, and then everybody else is not doing so hot. Quinn Hughes is carrying his team on his back, and Vancouver's what do you call it? Their like newspapers and media and shit are still saying that there's locker room problems in Vancouver. Not sure how true that is, but if it is true, that's even more reason to take this bet. Honestly, Dallas beats them in every major stat except for power play percentage, but it doesn't really matter because their penalty kill is the second highest in the league. So, yeah, goaltending, Dallas is better. Depth, Dallas has more of that. And they're just on a pretty good streak right now. They're doing pretty well. So, give me Dallas minus 1.5. As far as side bets go, I'm going to say give me Wyatt Johnston for over half a goal. I'm not sure what the odds are on that. And give me Miro Heiskanen for over half an assist. He's got 5 in his last 5. So with that, that's all I got. I'm swinging the rock over to Jordan.
Hey guys, so I got two NBA picks, like I mentioned. Kind of trying to keep it relatively similar to how we did yesterday. Kind of looking at these not so good teams going against these powerhouses. First game we're looking at is the Nuggets taking on the 76ers on the road. Um, the Nuggets, they have looked a lot better. Like I said, they did start the season super rough. But they have dropped their last three games, and the Knicks game, I will, I'm not too worried about. I do think the Knicks are honestly like a pretty good chance to make it out of the Eastern Conference. This is a definitely a finals worthy team, and they definitely did have their momentum swings in that game. So not too much to can't really nag on them for that. But they did drop a game to the Bulls by 8 points, and then they got blown out by the Timberwolves by 29 prior to that game. Uh, the Phillies also been doing pretty good. They've won their last four, most notably against the Cavaliers and the Sacramento Kings. Um, but yeah, I just think this is a good bounce back spot for the Nuggets here. I think they need a win desperately. This is their fourth game on this road trip. Um, I haven't looked ahead on their schedule. I'm not gonna lie, so I don't know how much longer they are going to be on this road trip. But yeah, starting out a road trip 0-3 for any team in the NBA is not good. Um, and I just don't think the Sixers have an answer for Nikola Jokic at all. And this matchup did happen once already. This was on the 21st, so not even that long ago, 10 days at this point. The Nuggets won 144 to 109. This was in Denver, though. I think that's I think that's why we see the line opening up at -8.5. But like I said, with all these injuries on the Sixers side, while yes, the Sixers have been doing a lot better, I just don't think they can match what the Nuggets have to offer, and Jokic is gonna ball out on them. Like I did say, the line did open up at 8.5. I waited too long; it has jumped up to 9, but I am still very okay with that. So for my first pick of the night, I'm taking the Nuggets -9 for 1.1 units. Um, I believe the Nuggets team total is at 119.5, which I don't mind either. Like I said, the Nuggets did put 144 points on them in their last matchup. And even some of these Nuggets losses, like to the Knicks, they put up 112, 121 against the Bulls, and 104 against the Timberwolves. But that game was just brutal for them. But yeah, I just like the spot here for the Nuggets, and I think they take the lead early and run with it. And Daniel did mention the depth aspect for the Stars game, and I do think the same thing comes into play here. As the 76ers are still looking like a physical therapy office with all these injuries they have. So yeah, I like the Nuggets spot here a lot, so I'm taking them. And then next pick, we're looking at the Celtics at the Pelicans. Celtics are catching 11 points as favorites here. Honestly, not a bad bet in my opinion. Pelicans haven't been looking too hot. They've dropped their last four. I know last time we talked about the Pelicans, they won their last four, but things have changed since then, clearly. This game did happen once on January 12th, and the Celtics only won by 1 point, 120 to 119 in Boston. But this was the same day that Zion returned from a long term injury. I think I think the plot armor was just a little too strong there. So like I said, the 11 points is a little too high. And for first half overs, the Celtics have been pretty good, but unfortunately on Hard Rock you can't take that. So I looked at the first half spread. Celtics haven't really been that good against the spread in the first half. So I decided to look at the team total for the game. Caught the line at 120.5 at -125. Like I mentioned recently, the Celtics are still averaging 117 points per game, and the Pelicans are giving up about 118.5 per game. And in these four games that the Pelicans have lost, they've given up 137 to Dallas. Whoa, voice crack. 137 to Dallas, 113 to Toronto, 123 to the Hornets. The Hornets. And then 139 to the Grizzlies. So yeah, not really sure what they got going on defensively here. But I do think the Celtics hang a lot of points on them. I know in defensive rating, the Pelicans are in the bottom 5 of the league, and the Pelicans are also giving up 14.2 3-pointers per game. And bringing it back to the depth, this Celtics team has way too many shooters. If the Pelicans let them get hot, yeah, that 125 won't be a problem in my, or sorry, 120.5 won't be a problem in my opinion. So I'm staying away from the spread on this one, and we're taking the Celtics team total, 120.5 over for 1.25 units. And that's gonna do it for me, Daniel. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
The Ottawa Senators took third place in the Atlantic. Tampa Bay and Boston are now wild card teams. What a time to be alive.
This is
The Blue
crazy.
Jackets 1 point away from taking Boston's spot.
I really want to see the
Uh,
Blue Jackets in the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie.
let's see how they're doing right now because they could just take the spot.
I think they're tied with
1-1 against the
yeah.
Knights, 5 minutes left in the third. It's going to be, well, they get that point if they go to overtime. So,
Could
very
be very
close to
interesting
it.
here.
I would love to see two teams that were pretty shit last year make it into the playoffs. That would be pretty cool. Um, other than that, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Still no Jimmy Butler update. I think I'm
Oh,
just
fuck
coming.
that
I think
guy.
I'm just coming to terms with that the Heat are not going to make the playoffs this year. But congratulations, Tyler Hero, for getting his first All Star appearance this year. Super well
Let's
deserved. Like that's.
go,
I'm glad the
hero.
NBA got that one right because that man definitely deserved it this year. I got a little scared because he was falling behind on the votes, but I'm glad he got the spot. And yeah. Um, so yeah, I don't really know what to do about the rest of the NBA season because I really don't think the Heat are gonna make it. Um, Go Knicks, I guess that's my new team now, guys.
Fair enough, bro.
Alrighty, but anyways, that's gonna do it for Friday's bets. Kicking it into the recap. Stars at -1.5 for 0.8 units. Nuggets -9 for 1.1, and then the Celtics over 120.5 for 1.25. 3.2 units in play today. Um, yeah, picking it up a little bit. I know we only had two picks yesterday. And we have a busy Saturday coming up. Saturday actually marks, I believe, 9 straight weeks of UFC cards. So hopefully, if we're locked in on those, we can start off. Not even start off February. You can go through February pretty nice with some wins there. But that's gonna do it for us today, guys, and we will catch you guys tomorrow.
Shout out Isaiah.